Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time for Random Run Day, everybody's favorite day of the week, brought to you by the Invicta Randomizer app. And we have got a new update to share with you all with some extra features that we've added into the randomizer. So without further ado, here we go. So as you can see here, we've added a fourth box for the Angel and Devil deals. This is a toggleable. It's a switch. Where you can turn on whether or not you want the randomizers to pick for you, whether it be Angel deals or Devil deals. It's up to you, or you can just switch it off. That's fine. There is a little bit of a note down here. Please note, enabling Devil deal and Angel deal randomization may conflict with the handicap in some instances. If this occurs, the handicap will take precedent and ignore the Angel deal and Devil deal selector, which means that if the handicap tells you to do something that directly contradicts whatever this does, the handicap will always take precedence, so just bear that in mind. All right, well, here we go. Surely it cannot be any worse than last week, right? Right? Azazel to Mom. Keymaster's Oath. We have to go Angel deal, or Devil deals here. Azazel's Demonic Indulgence to Mom. Plays Azazel, defeat Mom at the depths, and then we can go anywhere we want. Keymaster's Oath. Open every key door or lock chest you see until out of keys, money permitting. Oof. Okay, so we have to open up every single dang chest, man. I don't know how this is gonna work, but I do want to say thank you all very much for the support. A couple of announcements as well regarding the application, as well as those of you who've been signing up very generously on Patreon. Thank you very much, everyone. 9 Hotel Whiskey Mike, Quebec Yankee 0 Mike. So one of the updates is that I wanted to let everybody know that those of you who have signed up for the $5 Patreon tier, you will see a post on the Patreon, which is going to be locked to anyone that isn't a $5 or up patron. But I'll make a public post soon on Patreon after the Patreon dues have been processed. It can take up to the 5th of the month maximum for Patreon to process their payments. And as soon as everyone is confirmed and all that kind of jazz, then I will make the post and basically just put a URL in there where you can start testing it for yourself. You can create a user account. We do have some safeguards in place to make sure that if someone tries to share the URL or tries to be sneaky about stuff or whatever, the URL, the user accounts are going to be checked against the usernames to make sure that it's only people authorized through Patreon. And we'll also have we're also going to configure the Patreon bot in Discord to make sure that there's a special role that's assigned so people can verify there and all that kind of good stuff. So my plan is to allow a full month of testing. I want to make sure that when we are ready to release 1.0, it will be fully polished, ready to rock and roll, and then we can start focusing on the mobile app release. So, and again, those of you who sign up for the $5 Patreon rewards or higher, all tiers inherit the lower tiers, then you will also get access to the mobile app whenever it does come out. We'll be able to send you a code that you can redeem it on whatever app store and be able to just unlock it on your device. So I think we're gonna be starting off with the Apple Store, the iTunes Store, and then move to the Google Play store marketplace as well. Definitely would like to get both here, but we have no bombs, so. And also, again, as another disclaimer here, in regards to just the app itself, the standalone app for the mobile devices. That will be pending Ed's permission or not. So he may not have a problem, he may not care, or he may have a big problem and say I'm not going to allow that. So it really is up to Ed. And I'm always gonna err on the side of caution. Wow, thanks donation machine, appreciate it. Don't hurt yourself bending over for us. I'm always gonna err on the side of caution and side with the developers, whatever they wish. Then I'm not going to blatantly disregard that. So if Ed says no, then it's a no-go, and we'll have to explore other options, and just focus on the browser version. But I hope he says yes. So, and also I have not discussed it with him yet, because I don't want to show him an unfinished I don't want to show him an unfinished product, an unfinished project. I want to make sure that the randomizer is fully kitted out, fully bug tested, with player feedback, all that stuff in mind, before I bring the proposal to Ed, and just flat out ask him, hey, we're going to be developing this for mobile devices for sale. The website's free, but the apps will cost a one-time payment of $3, and I just want to make sure that he's okay with that. You'll never have to worry about me being an unethical businessman, or unethical in general. Old bandage here, which is not going to help us out, and I will take my shadow though. Remember, we have to go to Mom, so then we have full freedom to go wherever we want. And when was the last time you saw me play Azazel? Azazel's not a character that I like. And some people may think that that's just being contrarian or whatever, not wanting to play on easy mode, but there is a real hazard to playing Azazel. And it all revolves around his lack of range. You're essentially always within melee range of any target for the entire run. Yes, Brimstone obviously is huge. Regardless if it's a short Brimstone or a long Brimstone, it's still huge. It's just that you have to put yourself in a position that is pretty precarious at times. Now, flying, of course, also helps out with the mobility, so that's another little compensation thing. It would be much better if we just get the real Brimstone, though. Sad bombs and Brimstone go hand in hand. I got no complaints with sad bombs. Also just use the bombs here. Remember, we have to open up every single golden chest and locked door that we can, until we're out of keys. That includes going into the shop. Now, the handicap doesn't mention anything about bombing our way in through the secret room, through an adjacent room, so I'm going to assume that that's totally fine. And to give an official ruling on this, I've talked about this on the stream, but I don't think I talked about it in videos yet. Or I might have. Who knows, man? All the runs go together at this point. But one thing that I will make a ruling on now, just so there's absolutely no confusion over how it should be handled. If some of the handicaps are vague enough, if they are vague enough to where you don't know exactly, it's like, well, it can be interpreted in a couple ways, then my official ruling on that is it goes down to house rules. So you ultimately can be the judge. If it's a judgment call, it's up to the player. If something is ambiguous enough on the handicap to not be fully thought out, or maybe worded with accuracy or whatever, it's up to the player. And that will persist throughout the app's existence. So treat it like house rules. In this case, so you might be asking, well, what would your house rule be for this one? The house rule will be the game says that I have to unlock all locked doors, but that does not mean that I can't bomb my way in from, like, say, a secret room or something like that, and then just walk out, because technically that unlocks the door without consuming the key. So my house rule on that would be bombing my way into the shop through a secret room or item room or whatever is allowed and counts, because we are technically unlocking the door. That's my official feeling on that. Sad we didn't get Mom's key. Room goes from the most annoying room and guaranteed damage without flying to a hilariously easy room. We got good old Curse of Lost. You know how it be. Ooh. All right, my shadow, help us out here. Obviously, with my shadow, the #1 top tier, S tier item that we're looking for, surprisingly, isn't even an item. It's a trinket, and that trinket is Sigil of Baphomet. Sigil of Baphomet goes insanely well with my shadow. Okay, what are you doing down here, dude? You already had one of your tried super jump us from across the freaking universe. And everyone who sent me a message telling me that some of the shirts are out of stock, I'm aware of that, and I've already reordered sizes that are out of stock. So triple XL, double XL, and larges will be in stock, I hope, next week. Depends on the manufacturer, because I'm in the queue right now. But thank you. I want to say thank you to everybody who's ordered a shirt already. I cannot believe that we sold out of the sizes we already have. The response was very, very positive, and that makes me excited for the future, because I've got a lot of merchandise ideas now. Now that I've been doing it since I got my first round of stealth hats and beanies, I've developed a taste for it. I think it's neat to give something that fans can hold on to, and I can sign, and just rep the channel, rep the logo. Support me. That's awesome. I think merchandising, if it's done in a proper, non-scummy way, I think is great for the channel. There's multiple channels and streamers who have Sinvicta shirts that wear them on their streams, or Sinvicta hats, not shirts. I'm giving Fredo one of the shirts. Fredo on TV, good friend of the Mosh Pit. And Fredo's got some great merch too. You've seen Fredo. Next time you see Fredo, tell him Sinvicta says hey, or Vic. He always calls me Vic. Honestly, Mom's Box could get us with us having the car battery. Mom's Box could very easily get us into the Sigil of Baphomet territory. So we're going to use Shoot the Whoop on the boss, and then we're going to double back for Mom's Box. We already got one of our Eternal Hearts, and nothing else. All right. This time I'm not going to waste the Shoot the Whoop right before the boss. Ooh. Another HP upgrade. One day, hopefully soon, Azazel's Rage will be not garbage. Today is not that day. Randomizer achievement tracker is awesome. Bryn Mawr's done a fantastic job, as with everything. Alex has done a phenomenal job, as always, with the art. Yes, he's getting paid for it. Don't worry. All of it is done by the books. Alex is an employee, but also a very good friend. It's pretty amazing because Alex started out as just another Sinvicta fan who happened to be an extremely talented artist, and he's been on Team Sinvicta for years now, and obviously the Mosh Pit welcomes him with open arms. He expanded to be my editor for videos, specifically shorts, which we haven't done shorts in a while, which I apologize for, but the reason being is because of the randomizer app. eating all that artwork, and Alex has been absolutely crushing the turnover on the panels that we need, and then some. I mean, he really has done a phenomenal job. So, but I'm very happy to have a team to help out with stuff that I'd like to do for the channel and stuff that I'd like to do for fans. It's been a great year 2025 so far. I mean, there's never such thing as a perfect year, obviously, but losing Ozzy Osbourne was definitely bad. That dodge was way closer than it should have been. Counterfeit Penny is a no-go. Not over the damage buff that we get from the Curved Horn and Mom's Box combo. If you're wondering where I'm going, we have to go unlock the item room. As as denoted by the handicap. I was reading a text message there for a second. Telling you, man, everyone and their mother and my mother all want to text me as soon as I'm recording. We get Tiny Planet here with Azazel, which is actually fantastic because it actually boosts the range of Azazel's Brimstone quite significantly. And you also get this cool surrounding wall of brimstone around Isaac, which is nice. I can do that too, but better. Right now. Yeah, we're making figure eights here. If you're wondering where the figure eight is coming from, by the way, it's coming from Rubber Cement. It was pretty insane how last Sunday came together. It was a perfect storm of badness. There it is. There she be, Sigil of Baphomet, baby. Why is the Sigil of Baphomet so good? And why would it be anything that I would take over the Curved Horn of all things? It's because of one reason and one reason only, and that is my shadow. Every time a Shadow Grub dies, it triggers the Sigil of Baphomet shield. So if we can get him in a position to lay out a ton of Shadow Grubs, we will be almost permanently invincible. A whole bunch of red chest here. Thankfully we have flying, so none of this really matters. And we get Gubby's head. But I'm still going to hold on to Mom's Box just for the extended shield that we get. The doubled effect here from just simply having a trinket and then also having Mom's Box. And because of the shield, because of the way that the shield works, that allows us to have just enough protection to run in, spawn a bunch of Shadow Grubs, and then get out, and have all of those also trigger the shields for you. I'd be able to bomb my way in. I don't know why it placed it there, but looking for money here, game. But plenty of time on boss rush as to be expected with the Azazel run. There we go. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Every single time one of the grubs perishes, we will get another extension on Sigil of Baphomet. And it is truly S tier. Truly S tier. We don't even need to use Mom's Box anymore, to be honest. All right, so this is going to complete our challenge here. We still have to obey the double deal rules, obviously. We can't go angel deals. But now we have the freedom of going wherever we want after we destroy Mom here. Just look at the shadow grubs here. Every single time one of them dies, it refreshes the shield. Look at that. Just amazing. I am going to take the negative. And we'll also take... I don't know, dude. Give me Juicy Sack. So that... Juicy Sack can at least slow down the enemies around us. And then we can try to position my shadow over where they are. Can't believe the secret room's not there. We get Black Candle, which is going to remove all curses from the game. It's always great. So, a much easier challenge than last week, for sure. And you know what, game? You know what? Or actually, you know what? No, screw you, game. You know what, randomizer app? Thank you. Thank you for taking it easy on us for once. For once. But that's the appeal, man. That's what I want people to get out of the randomizer. It is like playing Isaac on ultra hard mode. My vision for it is to be a group thing, a community thing for the mosh pit. Have it, you know, and of course the greater Isaac community on the whole. You know, I want it to appeal to everybody, even people who don't care for me. I want it to give something back to Isaac, and this is a very fun way to do that, in my opinion. I want it to be collaborative. I want people to share their achievements and kind of just yeah, I'll take Mom. It's fine. You definitely do not need sulfur. I mostly took Mom's Knife because of the amazing Tiny Planet synergy it has, which is what you're seeing right now. Yeah, I want the randomizer app to be kind of a staple, like almost like a graduation phase of Isaac. The next step in people's Isaac careers, if you want to call it that, where we now have an even crazier way to play. And we're gonna be adding new challenges every single month. New ideas for handicaps. We're also going to be there's a feedback form on top of the bug report form where users will be able to suggest their own handicaps. And if it sounds like something that I like, then I'll approve it and have Brynmore mock up the or have Alex mock up the art and Brynmore will put it in. So once we get the base version of it down, then we can start adding on to it. And we will at least double the amount of handicaps and challenges within the app itself before 1.0. So at the start, at 1.0, whenever the app is released, in the beginning, I would like to have up to, or at least close enough to 100 different handicaps for everybody to plow through. Also, someone's yelling at me for not going into the vault. Sorry, I was monologuing. I knew I was forgetting something. My bad. Hey, at least I didn't go down. I didn't leave the floor yet, so I haven't broken any rules. At least I remembered. Yep. But that's really what I want the app to be. I want it to be something that friends can share and play, and they can say, man, did you see this challenge? This challenge is impossible. Here's the seed. Go for it. Let me know if you can beat it with a screenshot. Show me a screenshot of it. That kind of stuff really appeals to me. Then, of course, people can share it in Discord, and it's I don't want it to be anything but a fun enhancer for Isaac. Yes, some of the challenges, as we've seen already, have been absolutely hardcore and brutal. Some of them are not too bad, Some of them are, you know, debatable whether their difficulty is going to really matter or not, but it's always, I want it to always be entertaining, whether in a challenging way or just a fun way. Something that you want to play with your friends, something that you want to share with other people, something that you want to share as a mark of achievement. That's the reason why we're letting people now manually input the seeds that Isaac gave them for the run that they were finally able to beat their challenge, or maybe unsuccessfully not beat. And you can see exactly what their challenge parameters were for that challenge, what seed that they played, and share it with the world. And you know, if you can beat it, then maybe you can post it and tag them on Discord or something. I'm looking to have fun with the app. It's my first time. Obviously, I didn't make the app, but it's my first time ever dabbling into an application. Which is all credit goes to Bryn Mawr. Bryn Mawr is the reason why the app existed. Originally, it was supposed to take the place of the Isaac Wheels, which it did, and then now it's expanded into a full-blown production. Because I had the vision for the widening scope of the app. Need to be careful here. We've taken a lot of damage. Way more damage than we should. Whew. This is a net positive of HP. If we get more HP, I'll definitely take Backstabber. Sack Dagger wouldn't be that bad either. Oh god, there's a third one down there. I didn't even see him. There we go. How about we start using this S tier combo I was talking about? How about that? Remember, as long as we can get Shadow Grubs out on the field, that's good enough. They usually die on 1 or 2 hits to any enemy, so they're like lemmings, man. Like, they expire pretty quickly. And then anything that doesn't die to them, we can poison touch them, or even maybe scrape them with Mom's knife. This is more like it. Too busy monologuing and not paying attention to the God combo. There we go. And we also have Empty Vessel, which will help us out with another shield. That was cute. Then of course you have Limehorn, who's just gonna hop around everywhere. A greed fight. Greed fight. There we go. Get him, boys. I'm guessing Lamb, since Lamb is not on either side of here, then he is most likely in that weird little dangle room over there, far east. Army of Bonies versus Army of Shadow Grubs. Who you got? Oh, this is great. This is great. Absolutely destroyed that room. Curse the tower. No, thank you. And Lamb is an absolute joke with this combo. Watch this. Yep. I'm not even gonna fire. I don't even have to. Look at this. We just stand in his face here and stab him with Mom's knife. Look at the grubs. Look at the grubs go. Oh, it's so good. Thanks for the brimstone, nerd. Dude, I'm telling you, man, this God combo, it is unbelievably strong. What a synergy. Yeah, we're gonna do a victory lap. Come on now. Second seed, X-Ray 46 Lima, Golf Alpha Quebec Romeo. Oh god. Okay, I gotta stop that real quick. The My Shadow was glitching out and causing my brain to break. It's fixed. One day that bug will get fixed. Again, I don't know which day it's going to be, but one day. Now remember, we've completed the challenge, but since we're on a victory lap, the house rule, in my opinion, would be that if you decide to do a victory lap, you still have to adhere to the rules of the handicap. Because technically, you're still on the same run. You're just continuing. So I'm going to say that we still have to abide by the rules set by the handicap. You can't run from us. Wow, that was a dead widow right there. Gee, that pink widow was dead before we even got in the room there. Just trying to get some room to maneuver here with the shield. All we got to really do is just kill one enemy in the room, and then that's all the shield that we need with Mom's Box. We get Spelunker Helm, which it's going to help identify some of the map, but not always. It's not quite as good as having the compass, obviously, but still, at least it will show us exactly where we can and cannot go. And also show us dead ends, too. So this is going to save us a key here. So we have more bombs and keys. We get the Steam Sale, which is going to give us 50% off of all items. Take options, because options is just good. And what we can't do is get overzealous and then just start running into enemy. Not like we have Ares or anything like that. Although Ares would go insanely hard with this combo. Curse the Tower. Reverse Curse the Tower might give us a Tinted Rock or give us nothing. Cool. Thanks. Glad we established that there, game. We get Emperor card. We can use that after we go in here and destroy Baby Plum. Get a damage upgrade. And a Krampus fight. We've done a lot of work on the app, coming up with ideas, and you know, it was my idea to add the suffix and prefixes to come up with the unique name options, because I want the challenges to feel unique to you. This is your challenge, you know. I'm not going to guarantee that people won't get the same names, because there is a limit to what suffixes and prefixes we can go, but the goal here is going to be that we have so many combos that it's going to be almost impossible to get the same names as someone else on your challenges. That way they're unique to you. But that's not something that I can guarantee, though, so that's the reason why it's not on the website. Yeah, we added the suffix and prefixes. We added the user account functionality, added achievements, the ability to put your own seeds in, obviously, for when you do complete or at least attempt a challenge. Did the challenge say anything about locks? Open every keyed door or locked chest. No, it did not. It did not say anything about locks, padlocks. That's fine. And no, I'm not going to reroll. Crazy game. Crazy. Give me them keys. Of course, I'm extremely, extremely excited that Monster Hunter Stories 3 has been announced, which was probably, honestly, the best announcements that we got out of this Nintendo Direct. As those of you who may or may not know, I did a full playthrough on Monster Hunter Stories 2, which was even better than the first. And now that we're getting a third one, this one looks even more insane. It is the... And if you've not played any of the Monster Hunter Stories games, you are missing out on the best Pokemon game that ever exists. Seriously. Is the best Pokemon game that ever exists. Think Pokemon, but with actual gene splicing that you can manipulate the type and the moves and the look of your Monstie. It really is awesome. There's online PvP. I hope that I really am hoping for Monster Hunter Stories 3 that they add group dungeons and stuff again. That was a lot of fun in 2. Where you can do group raids and fight big monsters for a chance at rare eggs. It's Monster Hunter Stories is seriously, it was my game of the year. It was my game of the year when it first came out, and 2 was excellent. If you want to see the game for yourself, I believe the playlist may still be on. It may still be on the main channel, but it got moved to the gaming channel once I established that. That was a few years ago. But I do a full playthrough and explain all the mechanics and stuff. And I would definitely, if it sounds like a game you're interested in and you've not seen it before, I highly suggest watching my Monster Hunter Stories 2 series that I did. Because it will go over in way more detail than I'll do in an Isaac video. What the game's about and all the features and all the fun stuff you can do. It's just a good time. So that's, I don't look forward to games that much. I'm not a hype man. If I see a game that at a big show or something like that, I'm like, whatever. But for the right games, especially Monster Hunter related, I'm down. And because the way that Wild's kind of sort of, it just sort of petered out. I don't feel like we got a satisfactory Monster Hunter experience with Wilds. A 98% chance, by the way. And another HP upgrade. There's our backstabber. All we need is just, oh my gosh, so much HP. Is this an item room? It is not. Gonna let the spiders kind of do their thing. Yep. The range is going to help us out with Tiny Planet and Mom's Knife and Brimstone. Helps out quite a bit, actually. In fact, Mom's Knife overrides Brimstone with Tiny Planet. We are just trucking through everything. Gary Oldman in Bodyguard. Not Bodyguard. In I gotta think of the name of it now. John Reno, Natalie Portman. Bodyguard was Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner. That's gonna bug me now. Hang on. Oh, it's The Specialist, right? The Specialist. No, that was Sylvester Stallone. What the heck? John Reno, Natalie Portman, Leon, yeah. Gary Oldman and Leon. Everyone. If you haven't seen that movie, first off, you're missing a fantastic movie. Definitely, in my opinion, John Reno's best movie. And secondly, you're missing Gary Oldman acting at his absolute best. Yeah, Leon. What a flick. I need to see if that's probably on Netflix somewhere. Gotta be on one of the 4 billion streaming services out there. I haven't seen that movie in a minute. It's been a few minutes, actually. All we need is one of these big spiders to just make contact, and bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. We got ourselves a shield and set the foundation for the Shadow Grub army, and just off we go. Now, if I really wanted to beat this challenge and completely negate the handicap, then I would have taken Master Lockpicking. However, as you've been seeing with this combo, it is quite unique and quite amazing. And if you can set this combo up, you will be rewarded with a very, very fun, extremely powerful combo that the game will not be able to beat. It is unwinnable. Piggy bank, I guess. Two clubs. We might even do boss rush. Like actually do boss rush with this combo, just to prove to you how strong this thing is. I mean, you're already seeing it, but still, I think to fully demonstrate just how god mode that this combo is, how absolutely imba. We need to bring. Can we start bringing imba back? This combo is. Need not look further than this boss rush that's about to happen right here. Right here, right now. Station 2. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be it. We just got to get one going, and then the rest is history. Here we go. Gonna sit back and let the grubs do their thing. Of course, the bosses are going to not die faster than the grubs. Grubs are screwing them up. It's an army of grubs. Them swarming Mask of Infamy. You know, gotta replenish our supplies here. It's like playing with invincibility hacks. You get a red Megamon. Just run through everybody. Even carrying Queen's ridiculousness cannot match the level of damage we're bringing here. There we go. Just like that. It's just that easy. And to be clear, you can do this on any character. It doesn't have to be Azazel. As long as you have this combo, it really does not matter what character you're playing. Now, I wouldn't recommend using it on Tainted Lost, but any other character that it would be safe to, take periodic hits of damage here and there just because you got too close, or the game schmooved on you, or you just made a bad play. You should try it out. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, good luck, Matriarch. It's just instant. It's just instant. Somehow we got spun. I don't know how. We have I feel like it's been forever since we got a syringe item. It'll use Spelunker's Helm here to kind of guide us. I don't really know if this is the right way to go. I tell you what. Taking Infestation 2 is also kind of a big deal. For maintaining all these spiders. Another HP upgrade here, and yep. Yeah, well, let's go fight old Hushy. Just to really push it over the top of how good this combo is. I'm going to beat old Hushy without ever hitting Mom's Knife. Just like that. Deadeye is not going to do anything. Oh, I should have taken Celtic Cross. That was dumb. Definitely want Conehead here because it gives us the damage shields. I should have taken... Absolutely should have taken... Celtic Cross. We use the tower card on Hush. Alright, Grubs. Do our bidding. As soon as one of them dies, we go in. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, we built it up. Immediately start laying on Hush. My right hand is not on the keyboard. This is me using my right hand. Just to show you that I'm not using Mom's Knife. Alex's favorite thing that I do. It's just unbeatable. Look at this. We haven't taken a hit. We still have our Holy Mantle. I haven't used Mom's Knife once. We could do this without a weapon. Total AFK build. Is an auto win under multiple definitions. Word auto. Look at that. Not even close, man. I'm telling you, this is the God combo of all God combos. Now here's what you're not gonna do. You're not gonna tell Zombolis about this. I don't want anyone out there saying Victor showed a broken combo. Probably needs to be addressed. And then in the next patch says Shadow Grubs will no longer count towards the Sigil of Baphomet. Deemed too fun and too powerful. And it was a Sinvicta suggestion. Lord knows we can't have that. Oh, no, no. Got my Emperor card. We're gonna beat Isaac like that too. Watch this. Need one. There he goes. Get him. It's just a mugging. Combo's so good, man. What you tell Zombolis now. I don't want people in the Isaac Discord to be telling that man anything. He will identify this as too much fun and too powerful and remove it. And it goes for Tyrone. You keep this out of Tyrone's vision. Serpent's Kiss would be the ultimate form of this challenge, I think. Running circles around him. Game's getting its flicks in while it can. That's fine. Don't care. What are you gonna do? Beat us? It's not happening, game. Literally cannot happen. Not with this combo. Cannot happen. We're on 4 HP, so what? Blue Baby ain't gonna do anything. You know what? I am gonna show how strong this combo is. We're gonna go beat the whole dang game with this combo. Not even worry about it. That's a level of got we got here. Game has no idea what's about to hit it. Delirium watching from the sidelines. Ooh, I fear nothing combo. Well, you should. Should be very afraid of this combo. Strength card, yeah, we'll use it. Of course, a big portion of this combo's power also is lent to the extended duration of being augmented by Mom's Box. None of these are Delirium. I can pretty much guarantee that. Range upgrade, doesn't really matter. This is the ones we just let the spiders handle. Mama Gertie's, Mama dead. Cool bag. I mean, yeah, we've got the extra space because we literally cannot give up Mom's Box here. It's just too good, too intertwined with the combo. Old pink cage, make me laugh. And another virus. Spider. Stanley, we already beat you. Come on, stomp on the grubs. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, I fly. Even more defense here. Yep. And I have a feeling this is also not going to be Delirium. Hierophant. Black War. Yep. Sidefly hooking us up. Thank you, Sidefly. Nope. Not what we want there, game. Apparently hosts don't spawn shadow grubs. Oh, well, here we go. Alright, I'm not gonna use the knife at all. Not once. Gonna be a total AFK kill on Delirium. Not really AFK, but you know what I mean. A no fire, no hit kill on Delirium. Get him. Rush him. Oh, you're cooked, son. You're cooked. There you go. So if you wanted the ultimate show of how good this combo is, thanks to the randomizer as well, look no further than a no-shot, no-hit Delirium kill. Wow. Wow, what a run. So thank you for watching, everyone. Surely this one will get to 3,000 likes. Thank you for the support on the randomizer. Again, those of you who are $5 patrons, stay tuned for the Patreon post. It's going to be coming up after all payments are processed. I'll make a post showing you the URL, and then you can start making user accounts, and we will approve them. And yeah, I cannot wait to release it to the public. So thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. As always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like there's a page of mine like Full Metal Johnny, Adarishi Datenshi, and Flashback 007. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Invicta.